Caught myself by surprise there a little bit. I was expecting to get another transition there. Whatever. OBS. Anyway, I'm back. Slightly refreshed, but still cursing the goddamn weather. Yes, Bakud is cool, but that's enough for now. Yeah, time for Chaos, Gotham, Chaos, and Gotham. That is right. Let's see if we can boot this thing up. Here we go. Alt WB. Digital Eclipse. Okay, Arkham Asylum. Been here, done that. Attract mode sound off, I guess. Looks nice so far. I mean, doesn't say much about the game, obviously, but I like the art, and it looks well, like, adapted to the Game Boy Color screen. Yeah, this is for sure a different show. Man, I like really, or is it? Man, I'm confused. So what's up with the audio here? Is there always chaos in Gotham? It would seem that way. Tries. Let's increase that. Music, sound effects. There's a passport feature. That's promising. Let's crack this open. Tires. Yep. Bald mullet, Franken. Hey there. Welcome, welcome. Just in time for new Batman Adventures, Chaos and Gotham. How are the GBC Batman games so far? Well, we just finished Batman Beyond, and it was repetitive and not that interesting, but definitely better than the console game. It was pretty much not a straight port. The combat mechanics felt different, and the stage layouts were different, but it was essentially a port. And yeah, being better than that game does not say a lot, but it was okay. It didn't have... It definitely felt mediocre in a different way than any of the older Game Boy games did. They were all quality games in a way that one wasn't, I feel. Certainly, artistically, there was not much to write home about in the previous game. Presentation seems way better in this one so far. Let's kick it off here. I don't know what's up with the weird silence, but... Bruce Wayne pulls up to the Iceberg Lounge to question the Penguin. Alright. Not mincing any words here, huh? Snow and ice on the ground in summer arouse his suspicions. Time for a change of plans, Alfred. Time for Batman. See, this already has way more personality. Okay, you jump on B. That's already a weird thing. Well, Nintendo didn't develop or publish the NES Batman. And there was a Batman on the Game Boy, but it was very different. Not a bad game, though. Okay, the camera flipping like this is a bit nausea-inducing. Otherwise, movement feels great. Dude, like the animation is pretty good. Pretty great, even. I bet this would look pretty... Oh, cool. A little pounce. Roll. Okay. Uppercut. I bet this would look real nice on an actual Game Boy screen. I wish there was a little delay on the camera flipping, because that will get old real quick. A city in peril. 5 screaming bat heads, 4 Black balls. Okay. But actual hit detection doesn't feel super great, and jumping is weird. Nope, I'm trying to crouch here. And the running is weirdly slow for how the animation looks. Hey, I see alleys outside this place. Let's jump around the rooftops. And the combat, unfortunately, doesn't feel nearly as good as the animation looks. But is this just a... okay. But the animation is awesome. Ooh, the tackle's pretty good. I jump. Okay, I have to like... see, stuff like this, like, oh. How do I... I can't like... weird lag, but okay. We got different gadgets here. Batarangs? I guess they're unlimited. Okay. I would like switch back and punch them. That's extremely awkward. Jumping forward feels great because you get that big extra boost of speed. It's just doesn't like match the running speed at all, which is a bit strange. Oh, okay, I was dead there. I would say, even though some parts are strange, it's certainly got more hallmarks of an actual good game than the last one did. But it could get worse. Like, the animation is great, but if the animation, and to some extent visuals in general, is all that this game has going for it, then, you know, only carries the game so far. But yeah, I feel pretty confident in saying that on a real GBC screen, this would probably look pretty incredible. I think the sprites would translate very well. Like, there's a nice stark contrast in platforms and stuff like that too. Wait, is that the penguin up there in a cage? Are you shitting me? Right. See, stuff like that do not bear the mark of a quality game. I'm assuming these are deliberately just out of reach. Unless... nope. Didn't quite mean to do that, but alright. Yeah, like if you're allowed to grab onto it, it seems pretty generous. Yeah, that must have been some optional stuff. some of the animations end up a little strange where, like, Batman's position will sort of jump around a bit from one, like that, from one animation to the other. That doesn't look great. There are definitely aspects of this otherwise great art being implemented slightly amateurishly, I have to say. Alright. I know what you're shooting, but... Okay. Well, I'll detour for one up, I guess. Like, you press B to jump, which is confusing to begin with, but then... Dude, even the neutral jump, he still moves forward really fast. But then you can also use, if you press down plus jump, then you do that... Oh, of course. Instant death. You do the pounce, which is an attack. It's confusing. Hey, Goaty. Best... I don't know, man. I think you're forgetting the frozen stage in the Game Gear version of Adventures of Batman and Robin. You climb the fucking cathedral and shit. I mean, that was pretty good. Oh, shit. Yo! Hippolito Pichardo and company. Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for that raid. Currently enjoying the new adventures of Batman, Chaos in Gotham for the Game Boy Color. It's, okay, I guess. Not super impressive as a game, but it's pretty to look at. Shin Kaido with the cheers. Thank you very much. I appreciate those little bits. That was cool. I just stood on air there. Using some of my newly gained Tomb Raider tech, I guess, in Batman. Alright, makes sense. So, Hippo, what were you playing? I just saw you finish Leisure Suit Larry, but did you start something new today? Oh, I hit my head on that thing. Wow, okay. Fuck's sake, okay. Surely there's no, like... bad swingy... Okay, let me try that somewhere else, I guess. Can I use... No, I just jump kick. Beat Mario Brothers and Moon Patrol. Cool. Starting Bad Mojo. Nice! That's a really cool game. I hope you will enjoy that. I'm sure you will. It's, not without its quirks, but definitely a cool game. So, I guess my question would be, can I use the hook shot to hook onto moving platforms? I'm guessing no, but it seems difficult to test. There's no, like, swinging. I mean, is this as far as we're gonna get? Ugh!
Chicks dig the car. This is why Superman works alone.
Octave F, I guess. Sorry if I misread that. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Maybe we can just hook on to these? Not quite. Maybe if you hit the, like, outermost edge? Okay, I guess you just hit their collision box, so no. But at least here, I guess I could try this theory a little better. That seemed like it did not work at all, but let's try it one more time just in case. Startup is massive. Okay, now that clearly did not connect. Let's try this thing. Wait, what the heck? I thought I would like throw a bomb, not place a whatever the heck that is. Can't do it in the air. I can't do it again. Did I miss something on how to get to that upper level? This is stage 1, by the way. Double jump. Actually, yeah, no, there's no double jump. But you made me really question for a second if I tried it. Is there glide? There's a jump kick, which does not seem to affect trajectory. Oh wait, this is stage 2, I guess. Well, is it? I can't even. Well, we started outdoors. Pressing select restarts his idle animation. That's kind of weird. Pressing buttons at the same time does nothing. 1, 2, yeah. Up plus jump. Maybe just it's a matter of like jumping outside the platform. Select plus B? Nope. No. Just trying, okay. Well, I don't think there's a weird control thing that we haven't discovered. Maybe instead focus on. So this brings us back to get the 1-up. See, there is a. But apparently there's. Oh, I can just go there. And now I'm stuck here anyway. That was close. Oh, god damn it. There's no aiming the grappling gun. If I press any direction plus A, I just do different attacks. I can only shoot the grapple by pressing just A, and then it doesn't matter what I press after that. So guys, I guess this is not a great game. Yeah, this seems very context specific. So, what's the deal with that thing? Does it place a little radio beacon, or... It clearly is not a smoke bomb or whatever I thought it would be. I wonder, could it be that it... something that makes you jump better or whatever? Like, I really don't understand what this even is supposed to be. I guess in theory it's possible that there is some sort of double jump that's only... No, like double tap forward to jump. I guess you can like mostly run off the platform before you jump. Not, I guess you can't fully run off the platform. But like you're still on it fairly late. I'm pretty sure it's just a specific jump. Like it's just a tight jump, I would guess. I mean, that's to me the most plausible explanation. There's like a delay. Game over. No continue, huh? Who would win, Batman or Yu-Gi-Oh? I'm not gonna get that shit anyway, so. I really like the bold red sky. It looks really cool. This one's a little less tedious to collect, so. Oh yeah, let's, I guess, investigate this again. There was... Where was it? Over here? Refill the health we just lost from messing around. I mean, you joke, Nora, but that is exactly what they did. Was it? I can't remember if it was a RoboCop game or whatever. There was some game where, or was it some Amiga port of a Batman game or something? I don't actually remember what it was, but there was one version where you can't actually beat it because there's an impossible jump in what is not supposed to be the last level of the game, but is the last level that they actually made. This is a weird thing. Can you, like, batteries thing? It's doubtful. Yeah, that didn't seem to really do anything. Weird. Also, I guess the scene we're stuck on was 1-3, not 1-2, but oh well. I totally forgot myself. Yeah, here we're... It's not seem like you can... What the heck? And, okay, so this is a solid wall anyway, okay. I tried... What the heck? I tried jumping up there several times before and it did not work. But I guess... Okay. Trying to sweep and I still get shot. That jumping up like this animation is cool, but it's really slow. There's a weird delay after you grab onto the ledge before you can climb up too. Alright, let's do a safe state here, I guess. If we need to mess around. To get that extra life, I guess it might need it. But I'm curious if passwords keep track of lives and stuff, or it's just a generic password for each level. I hope it's the latter. That way you're not fucked if you get to the next stage with like 1 life left or low health, etc. So the music... Okay, let's save here. Actually, I'm already past the point of no return, so that's probably not best, but screw it. I'm reminded of say, Batman and Robin on the Gamecom with its short loops of not quite music. First try, of course. It's funny, I could have just as easily have like gotten through this without even realizing that that was a difficult jump. I just happened to clear it on my first try. Alright, moving on. Oh, hello. Did I fucking die by walking into a stupid pillar? I did, okay. Oh, Batman's so chunky that it's really hard to avoid. Oh! Actually, I should try legit. See if I restart here or if I have to go back further or how it works. I keep trying to like mash in a few extra punches or something, but nope, that doesn't work. It's weird because when you fight the regular enemies, it's not... They don't at all take these like discrete hits the same way. Whoa! Okay. Sick. I thought the fight was done. He's got iframes when he's coming down too, like it's... Sorry, but it's stupid. Now he's a fucking spider. What the fuck? Okay, we're done here. Oh, okay. Well, you asked what are the Batman Game Boy Color games like. There you have it. I guess Batgirl, Motorcycle, Batman, Batmobile, maybe? Freeze escaped, and just in time to make a bad night worse. Nightwing shows up with the most glorious mullet we've ever seen. Alright. Saw two Joker's goons in a storage truck heading east. Police are overwhelmed. Binary circuit has been burglarized. We'll follow the goons. We lost Freeze, but we'll catch the Joker. Oh, no. Okay. I don't have a good feeling about this. Oh, boy. Wait. Where am I fucking going? Could I please, like, have more than fucking 4 pixels in front of the car? God, this fucking game. Haven't been here, I guess. sure if everything's just looping. Alright, some extra health. Ignore some traffic rules here, I guess. Am I supposed to, like, follow those cars? I don't even know. Oh! Okay, did a car just spawn in me? What the fuck just happened? How are you meant to do this? What are you meant to do? It's impossible to react to those cars. And it seems like you can't actually drive diagonally, by the way. It just happens. This is my best theory, like find a car and then follow it. Like, it doesn't matter where on the road I am, like, I still have the same odds of just having a car spawn in my lane. With the head-on collision within a fraction of a second. Am I supposed to follow it without letting it leave the screen? Nope, something else spawned or I got killed by the street light. I'm not sure. Farming around lets me pick up the occasional health pickup. That's nice. Oh god, I feel like I don't have an actual headache, but this feels like a headache. Okay, I'll just wait. And a car like that shows up. Because of the delay on the like acceleration, I can't follow the car as soon as I see it either. Like, I don't know if you can hear me press the button. If I tap it, nothing happens. I have to hold it for like a second before the car starts moving. And then it goes full speed. The B button does nothing, by the way. That was actually my bad. I knew that going the middle... I was behind it, and it turned and hit me. Holy smokes. Like... Well, the gloves are off. Like, I have no qualms about cheating my way through this shit at this point. Like, the game started it, as far as I'm concerned. maybe the layout just is open and there's a place you can go, but everything looks the same and there's no map. So okay, screw it. Let's consult game FAQs, shall we? Let's see what we can find. I'm not usually this quick to resorting to this shit, but I mean, holy hell. Games usually aren't this quick to be assholes either. Well, there's a sound test code. That's good. Oh lord, there's 10 levels apparently. Let me try something. Oh, doesn't work. It says here, the first time you use the bat cycle with Batgirl, you will have to keep driving until you reach Poison Ivy's garden. There's a glitch that if you press select, it will automatically bring you to her garden and save you a lot of time and possibly some extra lives. Unfortunately, that does not work for this stage. Alright, we got level passwords for all stages, so we can use that to just bypass this stage, I guess. But let me see if I can read a guide. Let's see what they have to say. You're supposed to hit the other car, but need to pick up hearts. Did you read your way to that, or is it just speculation? Because it sounds really stupid, but I'll believe it. Okay, yeah. That's the thing. Okay. I shouldn't take the health. Okay, let me load. I have to hit the car 8 times. But I die in 4 hits, so I have to make sure to hit the car, like, space out when I pick up the health. Okay, that's 1. I only find health when I don't want it, because I want to crash with the fucking thing first. 2. Okay, so let's see if we can... Oh, that was scary. Okay, full health. Ah, fuck. There's still 1 health left. At the bottom somewhere. This is the stupidest Batmobile stage I've seen by far. Oh, we didn't get full health. But hopefully we're okay. Like, the game is about collecting hearts, but spacing out the collection of them so the random enemy spawn happens. That's a wow. I mean, I would not have been able to figure out that that's what you're supposed to do. There's no feedback in any way that indicates that you getting hit and taking damage is the objective of the stage. Like, holy shit. I'm at a loss for words, honestly. But these like the cutscene art is pretty cool. Museum or whatever. Look, Batman, the Gotham City Mint. Joker's in the museum? I guess we by crashing into the car and despawning it 8 times while taking damage, we followed it here. Let no one escape. Okay, let's keep going with the save stage might as well. At this point, I just want this shit over with. You can't crouch. Oh, okay. Okay, Cancun. Hello there. Alright, you can't. Thanks for the host. Ah! Why are they so weirdly difficult now all of a sudden? Is it because I stopped giving a shit? Animations are great though. You really gotta rush them. Luckily, you can get them from pretty far with the tackle. Well, the Game Boy Color version of Batman Beyond was better than the PlayStation version, but pretty repetitive. This game has great animations, pretty nice graphics beyond that, cool artwork. Oh, okay. Between the stages, but everything else is like a crapshoot. We just finished the stupidest Batmobile segment I've ever seen in a game by a good margin. And, well, there were some really stupid jumps. Like, I don't know, this game has parts of it that make it seem like it's a really cool game. But then, like, really obviously terrible stuff. Just wait for it. Ah, the detection is weird. Like, it's looking at it makes you wish. Okay, I got real lucky there. Makes you wish the game is better than it actually is. Nice, but I mean, I don't know. This game has some redeeming features. Visually, it's pretty cool, but it's pretty mediocre otherwise, I suppose. Did I just take half health? Okay. There's a draft, I suppose. Disconnect to... Okay, I can't climb on this roof either, so... Supposed to jump across there? Supposed to jump on these things? I guess I have to travel around the stage to find a switch or something so I can jump through here. Get to the bat symbol to clear the stage. Can't stand on that thing. Is that just a regular jump? I just jump across? Okay, let's try save standing it, I guess. Ah. I really don't like the ledge grabbing stuff. It's just not done well. I mean, the grabbing itself, I don't mind, but the way they designed the levels around it, the kind of jumps they expect you to be able to do. In here? Wait, hang on. Do I push the... Ah, okay. I push the box down so I can block the vent. I see. Smartest detective in the world, boys. Ride it down ever so slowly. Boy. That's strange. Alright. Ugh. Ooh, let's see if I can keep myself awake here. Maybe I'll need that coffee after all. So this game, huh? It's weird if a little, or I should say it's neat if a little weird. That every, oh nice, it just took off half my health. That every like segment of the stage has its own name. Okay, we need to open that thing. He's back, okay. Wait, is that literally it? He still damaged me somehow. I'm not sure how that worked, but okay. Whoa, okay, this animation is cool. Didn't get to a lot of details there on Joker, but... Okay, I guess that's not what I'm supposed to do. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, I was just supposed to wait, I guess. That juggling and dancing Joker is sick, though. Just avoid the hyenas. This is bizarre. Maybe I'm supposed to get hit 8 times, too? Like, fucking car stage. Cool, I jumped into Harley and died. Oh. This music is cool, but... I also don't know. I don't know if it fits super well. It's funny seeing those, like, very undetailed, like, no outlines sprites of Joker and Harley. Reminds me of Mortal Kombat 4 on the Game Boy Color of all games. The characters all have that kind of look to them. Okay, so did she lose a pin, by the way? Was she juggling 3 pins originally and now she's got only 2? Is that like the health bar? Guess we'll find out. I guess not. Make sure not to stand below Harley, or the Joker for that matter. Tackle her, bounces out. Definitely want to rip that animation of Joker. There's a lot of animations in this that I really like. Overall, like it. Yeah, I'm just curious. Did they get like Hank Nieborg or someone to do like pixel art for this game. That Joker animation is sick. It's like mesmerizing. I just hope I'm doing whatever correctly. I don't even know if I'm... I mean, Mr. Freeze flashed white when you hit them. No one else is. It didn't seem like hitting the hyenas did much beyond hurting me. I can try to jump kick them as I jump over. I actually wanted to do something different to her than just tackle her, but just to see if different attacks have any different results. It's actually really tricky to catch them with a jump kick. It doesn't hit low enough. Presumably, okay, nice. Joker gave up. That's pretty cool. Well, the stages seem shorter than the other game. I'm already not exactly sure. Beat Freeze, the driving stage, now Joker, so this would be stage 4 coming up, I guess. Yeah, I have passwords for every stage that probably are better than whatever passwords I will get in terms of lives and stuff, so I'm not worried about it. But thanks, good looking out. These are a little like grody with the jagged outlines and stuff. A tiny bit of anti-aliasing would have gone a long way. But beyond that, like these pictures all look pretty awesome. With the dramatic lighting and shit, like it looks very nice. Robin says Roxy Rocket has just stolen chips from Binary Circuit. Take the Jetwing. Call back close to the Batgate. Need her help. Okay. Batwing stage? Wait, what? How? What the fuck am I taking damage from? Well, that wasn't confusing at all. Oh, there's a wall there. Okay, now I see. So that one's a lie. No, okay, there was a wall, but there was a 1-up. How the fuck are you supposed to make it through there? Okay, now we're shoot 'em up. Okay, that's Roxy Rocket, I guess. That gradient's pretty impressive for GBC. There's like no space to maneuver though. Holy shit. Sorry, I'll answer chat as soon as I take a second to read. Just saw there was a question. Did I get hit? This the greatest of ease. This game is based on the New Adventures of Batman, which I guess was a second... My understanding is that it was a second animated series that aired after the end of the animated series. I mean, this game came out in 2001. That would have been around the time when it aired, I guess. What's going on? Who are you working for? Like, I don't know if it's related to the original series. Some of the designs look very similar, but some of the designs definitely look pretty different. And like, Nightwing's there. Like, Batman's design is different. Poison Ivy is all yours. Alright, let's see if we can use the trick. Oh, dude. Fucking boost. Road rash. This is fucking sick. Alright, let's press select. Oh my god, does it not work? It doesn't work! I've been tricked. Yeah, let's try it again. Start. I can't pause. No, I can now. Okay. Okay, yeah, thank you, Retro Game Quest, for the clarification. Like, it seemed a little ambiguous from the information I found. Oh, the background, like, scrolls up. Speed it up. Trick I read about was a lie. Okay, there's no skipping this. No, I didn't save. Oh, fuck. Let's use a password. No. What? The black one is the highlighted one. Hang on, how do I... The white one? There we go. That was weirdly difficult. Okay, let's see here. Oh, boy, I'm trying to keep track. So, level 2 was the Batmobile stage. Level 3, the Joker stage. Level 4 would be Batwing stage, flying, jet wing, whatever. So, level 5 should be the bike stage. Let's try this password. Okay, this screen doesn't look great. Batmobile, Batcycle, Batgirl. Wow, there's only 4 different icons, okay. Oops. Whoop. Let's do that. That's a tricky one, like it... Yeah, you need to be here. I guess you should just default to hanging out on the right side. But yeah, it's kind of crazy, like, all this variety and all these short stages. Oh. That was the wrong button to press there, really, but a little lucky. Luckily, they never, like, drift to the right, so I guess I'm pretty much safe here, unless they show up there. That's the one spot. The controls are really delayed here, too, by the way. At least... Oh. When you try to turn. Alright, okay, we made it. Yeah, for Game Boy, like, even Game Boy Color, I mean, that was pretty impressive looking. Going after Poison Ivy. Is Batman back at the Batcave yet? Yikes. Negative. He's off looking for a missing scientist from Gemini Labs. If there's a story to this, it sure is confusing. Alright, we got multiple playable characters. Tiny little cape. That's a goofy jump animation. 3 pounds? Nope. Oh yeah, okay, she does a roll. Oh, she does a cool little kick instead of the uppercut. Very awkward and slow sweep. Does a cartwheel instead of tackling. Farts out the batarang, I guess. No effect on these plants. Pretty good hero pose. Maybe this is like a decoy or something. Nice, I got hit. I'm not sure if I got hit by the ceiling or this big plant thing. Oh, okay. I guess I... Never mind. I guess it's a dude. What the f... It's like, oh, I guess I jump on it to get up, but... On GB's Garbo, GBA looks great. What games are you talking about? Actual Road Rash games? Sounds like I'm hitting. Oh, okay. Never heard of those, actually. Okay, I'm hitting something. There's no sound otherwise. Oh, that's a cool animation. Again, it's like weirdly positioned. Well, this is exciting. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I just kind of can't imagine those types of, like, behind the shoulder, whatever you'd call it, camera racing games being great on a Game Boy. Especially, like, I mean, the NES could handle something like Rad Racer or whatever, but a game where there's not only other racers on the track, but that you have to, like, actually interact with. It sounds like a pain. Oh, wow.
Chicks dig the car.
More like a show of tech. Yeah, whoa, imagine. Wyland Vic. Hello, hello, and welcome to the family. Thank you very much for the follow. Right. Huh. Didn't mean to jump kick there, just made a little extra stylish. Let's keep saving here. I mean, this is kind of a cool stage, actually. I mean, and again, this is just kind of a cool game. It's just not quite... Okay. Oh, I'm trying to jump! Jesus Christ. Some of these controls are really sluggish. The switch for this tree branch? Okay, if you say so. Whew, this little pose. Not very fun, doesn't even play well, but sure shows what the GB could do. Yeah. There's definitely games like that on all platforms. This looks nice. Man, like, I keep being just impressed with this game keeps doing visually. Like, gonna need it over here. Okay. Can I wake it up? No. That was weird. Could I push it, by the way? Maybe I could, I forgot. Yes, okay. Awkward. This animation cracks me up. Can I please fucking grab the... I have to go around to the other ledge? Probably something over there, but I don't care. No. One up, but no well. I'm a little afraid to go closer than this, but... Nope, okay. So is this jump! Maybe that's just a wall of some sort that I will have to... Do I have to... Like, it looks pretty hungry. Do I eat it with something? Jump kicks are apparently not hitting anything. No audio, so I mean, like, response. Go up, yeah, but ow. I love that it just changes without warning. Start feeling like time, it just wait for a second. Nope, that was not a thing. Okay. Well, there was a platform here somewhere, which I thought is kind of where I came from, but... Okay, let's respawn this dude. Let's just took us back to the beginning. Can I? No, it's like really far away. Oh, you can actually do low batarangs. Boy. Maybe... Maybe I am supposed to feed this animal dude to that thing, but he has to be in like humanoid form. I'm not sure if I actually find that. Ah! Then you do an accidental cartwheel, and then that's that. But hang on, like, what's even the point of going up there? Because I start here. Yeah. Okay, so there must be something up there somewhere. Okay. So we'll jump up again and see. Okay. Oh! Oh, the jumping. So hitting the switch... Plonk. Opens up that. So maybe there is... Okay. It's speculated about jumping to the left here. Maybe I should have taken that notion more seriously. Or, well, okay, that worked. I guess that was the thing. Well, another idea I have was push down that other dude, create like a tower or whatever, things like that to stand on to get over that big plant, but I doubt they would stick around. Like, if I bring more, like, they would just sort of respawn in their original position, I think. But I believe we're making progress now. Yeah, that's like, blind jumps aren't, you know, great. So what the hell did this achieve then? Big old pile of nothing, huh? I can't even push him down, okay. Better just go through, huh? Ugh. No. Here. Oh. Aha, okay. Fuck. Alright, let's, I need to take a quick bathroom break. Let's, break for a few minutes and come back. With a new, fresh set of eyes, or whatever. I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright. I'm back. Let's try this again. Through the Garden of Evil. I'll slow the save up here. So... this way, right? Alright, okay. So let's get back up here. Wow! Okay. That was quite the grab there. I'm grateful, but it caught me by surprise. So here's the one that we have to... there we go. How much health do I have? Like, you only see your life when you take damage. I think it's worth it. Let's save up here. Oh, that animation is so slow. Okay. Oh, I have to like roll through here? I guess so. Whoa, that was weird. You can't hold forward. You have to like hold down and tap diagonally. It's really kind of awkward. No! Oof. Alright, okay. That's kind of cool. This one's not lit. Is that a thing? No, I can, well, I can push it further than... oh! Fuck it. Oh, I was gonna say, oh, I need it here, but nope. Alright, one of these. There we go. Health will be worth it. Why does everything have to take 80,000 billion hits? Okay, so I guess this will find... like, we'll find our way down. Okay. Whoa. Further to the right than that thing. So as far as I know, there's no double jump or gliding or anything. So how you're expected to do this? You can't. Oh, you can do this in the air. Oh, you press again and it explodes. Interesting. I don't have no idea, but can't do that here. Oh, thank fuck. Here's the end. Another boss fight? Oh boy. Whoa, whoa, what the... whoa, what the... what? Oh, that's one of these. Oh. The perspective is like... all weird. Like the platforms are much wider than they appear. Like it's things aren't spinning around the tower nearly as quickly as they should. Alright, it was very short. Yeah, it's like fucking Battletoads level. Let's get shit in here. These animations are so sick. Okay. Just wait for Ivy to appear. Time to spam your Ivy hms in chat, I guess. Also, totally forgot to encourage spamming of Harley Hayes. Ouch! There's like a huge delay after the cartwheel. This is like an actual boss fight though. Oh, you can't stand on the last like 10th of the screen. Okay. Oh, you can't hit her yet. I see. That was a great hit to take. Not at all unnecessary. These things are like wobbling so far left and right that it's hard to tell kind of exactly where it's gonna land. Okay, this is where the shit really gets serious. Dude, I actually got hurt by it falling on top of me. Hitboxes are something. I do like this song though. I guess we're no more lettuce falling on us. Spoke too soon. Oh, that trapped. Do this. Oh yeah, this is definitely better than the Game Gear game. Just in general. I'm sure there were horrible, torturous parts of that game that I have simply pushed out of my memory. It's just the platforming shit outside the cathedral or whatever. That's the part I really remember. And I remember once we got past that part, it really wasn't so bad. Like the rest of the game was pretty straightforward. And the bosses were pretty straightforward, just spam weapons or whatever. The most memorably difficult Ivy fight I can recall outside of Batman and Robin would be the Super Nintendo animated series game. Oh, fuck. Hesitated for a split second. Boxes. Oh. Oh, you can hit her? What the heck? You'll take. No, wait. Do I get? Is this like a checkpoint in the middle of the fight? Because the plant is like up. I have no idea. I want to see if you could maybe do a more damaging attack, but you can't do any short jumps. I assume everything just the same damage anyway. I guess he's got a bunch of iframes. Also, it's really lucky that that thing didn't kill me. Yeah, her animation of her, like, she does a little thing with her arms. I guess that has to finish before you can damage her. Come on. I'm stuck in my punch animation. Ooh. Surprised I didn't game over yet, but... Alright, enjoy, man. Is that from Versus Fighting, by the way? I know there's some FGC stuff going on this weekend, but I haven't been paying super close attention. Anyway, have fun. See you around. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, fuck. Like... No, I meant the event. versus fighting is an event in the UK that's going on right now. But it doesn't matter. I won't be watching it because I'm busy playing this, which is perhaps a questionable priority, but here we are. Okay, yeah, it sounds like it's from that event. That makes sense. Dude, that was not even close. Okay. Dude, yeah, it definitely seems like there's some sort of checkpointing thing going on, because at the start of the fight, yeah, the planet's not even on screen. All about fun, in big air quotes. Now raises up for the first time, yeah. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just sort of a glitch, if you can call it that, where whenever you respawn after dying, it doesn't show the same. Oh, okay. Incoming timer pause, thank you very much. Dude, I knew I would forget. I fucking always forget. Come on. Please, like, spawn more times before... So much for that. There's so little room for you to actually maneuver. It's quite frustrating. Like so. Like, she stands over here, but the background seems to be in its faces. And again, there's no lettuce happening right now, even though it's up. Like, now it just started, but it probably just skipped the background animation. You can watch me beat this boss in theory, like, if I actually beat the boss. It seems like kind of not random exactly, but a little inconsistent what deals damage and what doesn't. I hope I'm not supposed to hit these things, I was about to say, but nope, I think if we learned anything from the boss fight so far, it's like not overthink it, just hit the boss when you get an opportunity, and that's the best way. Now the plant moves like to show in this phase, it goes up. But I guess when you die and continue, like, it's sort of glitched. Like, how could I have avoided that? Jesus Christ. I have no idea about Batgirl's relationship to Ivy, to be honest. I haven't really seen... any part of this show or related shows that actually feature Batgirl to my recollection. Like, I couldn't tell you anything about any episodes where she showed up, much less like they often drawn together. No, in that case, I'm assuming you're thinking of Harley Quinn and Ivy. Oh, for fuck's sake. Or Batgirl and Supergirl. No, I don't know about that. I mean, that probably happens. Ah. I was thinking for a second that maybe I might want to try focusing on avoiding I guess that doesn't really matter, does it? Because I can't avoid them anyway. I was gonna say focus on avoiding. I missed a hit and took damage. The lettuce over trying to hit her, just to like preserve my HP, but I think it's better that I get in hits while I can. Well, I mean, any fight with Poison Ivy, it's not gonna be a straight like fist fight, so it makes sense to reuse this kind of idea. I'm trying to remember fighting her in the first game. I also don't know if the attacks... I don't know if the attacks do the same damage or not. Oh. Yeah. I want to see, like, obviously... Let me see. Surely I can. Yeah, there we go. Man, I remember Bane. Like, generally, the first Arkham game... I think in many ways it's the best Arkham game. But the boss fights were not the game's strongest suit. I mean, the final boss fight is ridiculous. The whole concept of the hulked up Joker is just stupid as hell. And then the fight isn't very exciting either. But like, Bane was also just like, oh hey, it's that same big dude mid-boss thing you've already done a couple of times. Or it had like the same sort of mechanic to it. Was it? I can't remember. It's been such a long time since I finished Arkham City. One of the games had that Bane fight where you're in the series of hallways and you have to like get him to run into shit. I forget. Was that the like the final encounter with Bane in the first game? That's how I remember it, but I also remember it. Is that Origins, really? That doesn't seem right, but I just remember you fight him like on a rooftop near the end in Origins. They're called otherwise it's like those big guys where you just have to like climb their backs and unhook the venom cables or whatever. Okay, well, I mean, I played Origins when it came out and I haven't touched it since. That's what, 5 years now, so well, and then I guess it must have really sucked in the first game, because I was going to say that hallway stuff, like, that was actually sort of cool. That's a little bit like the Mr. Freeze fight, where you have to, like, knock him out using all these different methods. No, Origins is the third game that was developed by a different studio, but alongside Origins was... Blackgate, which was a 2D, 2.5D kind of thing, which I played like the first 15 minutes of and was very unimpressed and never continued. But I really look forward to actually playing it for real when we get there. Like, god damn it. Not quite me to do that, but I actually managed to hit her and get out of the way, so it worked out. Yeah, right. Blackgate was a portable game first, which was then ported to PC and consoles. I have it on Steam. That game, as was like seemingly, I don't know if popular or trend is a bit strong, but I can think of a few other examples. They had like a very different art style. With the like these illustrations used for the cutscenes and stuff in Blackgate, which at least for some versions of the game they used for like cover art and stuff. That art feels kind of out of place with the Arkham stuff, but it's nice art. Granted, I think the Arkham series in general has like terrible art direction, and Origins is the only one where like characters look cool. Personally, I was not underwhelmed by Origins at all, really. It's I'm very curious to revisit it, especially in the context of the other games, because in my mind, Origins is kind of my favorite. I think Asylum still is the strongest in terms of like just cohesion and pacing, the structure of it. It has like the best game world. It's the one that doesn't suffer from like open world game itis like all the other ones. But in terms of the like sort of open world style games, I thought Origins had a much better story than Arkham City. Had much more fun villains and boss fights. Had a much cooler Batman. Like, all these things that annoyed me with City, I felt was better in Origins. Arkham City is hands down my least favorite game in that series. I mean, if you count the 4 main installments. Arkham Knight, I felt, had some of the highest highs, for sure, but also some of the lowest lows in the series. Like, a lot of the Batmobile shit is just awful. Like, the Batmobile combat is not something I miss at all playing the other games. And it almost got a bit up its own ass with, like, all the bazillion different gadgets and stuff. But then it did... I thought its structure worked pretty well. Like, you have all these different cases that you're pursuing, and you can see all the dudes you put in jail and stuff like that. Stuff like that was really cool. It also, I mean, Arkham Knight, I think, definitely had its share of criticisms, like locking away the real ending behind having to collect all the Riddler trophies was pretty damn stupid. And even then, the ending kind of sucked, I thought. I barely remember it, but it wasn't like a very satisfying ending, really. Like, I will say, I was pretty shocked that I didn't hate the inclusion or, like, how they handled the Joker in the game. I really kind of hated the Joker in Arkham City, and that's a big reason why I disliked that game and its story. Like, that's... I feel like that's the when that series had its, like, peak, jerking off to how awesome the Joker is, which I never agreed with in the first place. And after that, I was like really glad to, like, despite they're making such a big deal of Joker dying in Arkham City, which is like, whatever. I knew that he would be in Arkham Knight to some degree. And I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be terrible. And then it turns out that, oh, Batman is having these hallucinations slash nightmares slash whatever with the Joker, and that just like, oh, sounds so heavy-handed, and it sounds again like, oh man, this Joker dude is so cool, we have to put him in the game even though he's dead. It sounds like such a bad excuse. But then, like, it ended up being handled, I thought, I thought he was like better written. His dialogue was better and everything. Like there was a point to the Joker being there in a way I did not expect. But having said that, it was still. I couldn't tell you what actually happens in that game. Like I barely remember. The character of the Arkham Knight was really dumb. It's like, I'm not going to spoil it here if people care or don't know, but it's the character is like very obviously paraphrasing. Like they talked up how the Arkham Knight is an original character who's the big villain. Like, oh, this is a character who's really important and connected to the Batman, but he's never actually been in a comic or anything before. And it's like really paraphrasing stuff that actually already happened in the comic. And if you have any familiarity with Batman comics, the central mystery to the plot is like extremely obvious, but they still play it off as a big twist. And like, it just doesn't hold up at all. It was really bad. I played through Origins on PC, and granted, I got it for free. I could live with some of the glitchiness, but I enjoyed it, thought it was fine. If you haven't played any of them, I would absolutely recommend you start with Asylum. It's the first one, and arguably the best one. Again, it's like it's a cohesive product. I think the first game holds up the best, probably. What's up, Sword Familiar? Yeah, this game has great animation, but not so much great anything else. Like, the hitboxes. Like, Ivy spawns so rarely that just by, like, sheer luck or whatever, like law of averages, you can't survive that long. You get enough hits in before you get killed by all this other shit. Yeah, Franken, that's a good point too. Like, Batman being blindsided by the most obvious shit that you can piece together. Like, Batman should be 10 steps ahead of the viewer / player if there's some sort of puzzle solving mystery or whatever. But yeah, like, the game presents a few details and your first reaction is like, oh, this is suspiciously like such and such. Surely that's not where they're going with this, right? That would be way too obvious and pointless. And lo and behold, that's exactly what they do. Ouch. Sorry, I can't really keep up with chat right now. I'll see when I die next time. This would be a cool boss fight if those lettuce balls, whatever, had a little more warning so you could actually avoid them, and if the stuff you take damage from was in any way consistent. That was my bad, but... Or if she would spawn more often, or if you had any control over... Oh! Let's see. Did I miss anything here? Yeah, I was curious. I saw the other week there was like a sale on some CD key shop site where you could get Arkham Knight for PC for like €5 or something. And I was sort of tempted. I have it on PS4 with all the DLC and everything, but I was curious to like, maybe I should, now that I have a powerful PC, I'd be interested to see if I could play it in like 60 FPS or whatever. But I'm still a little wary of the PC version of Arkham Knight. It was famously super duper broken when it launched and like didn't work at all for like 90% of people, and it took like a year for them to sort of patch it. Yeah, exactly. SDS. It's like, um, it was extremely stupid. Yeah, ultimately, I don't think. I mean, it's gonna be a while until we get to play that game. Maybe. I mean, I have 16 gigs of RAM, but streaming at the same time might be a little iffy. Although I've been meaning to get more RAM anyway. I don't think I will anytime soon, but just not enough room. And like the PS4 version is fine, so download more RAM. Yep. Maybe I can, like, I don't know if I can trick the tentacles. Unless you're in a corner, they tend to sort of default back to. What hit me there? That hit me too. Fuck. Yeah, it was gone from Steam for like a year. Yeah, actually, Norb, that's how I got Origins. I had enjoyed the first two games a lot, but I wasn't really planning on getting Origins when it came out. I was unemployed at the time, so I didn't really have a lot of money to spend on games. Plus, it seemed like, okay, it's from a different developer. It's this like half-step thing. It's a prequel. I don't know. But then someone I knew had gotten a new graphics card and they had zero interest in the game, so they're like, hey, anyone want the Batman game? And I was like, oh, cool, don't mind if I do. And like I said, I ended up really, really enjoying it. I was quite disappointed at the time for what I guess is the big spoiler plot twist in that game when I reached that point. But even so, like there's many characters, like we mentioned the boss fights, like Bane, and disregarding the actual fights in terms of Bane as a character, like he was awesome in that game. And some of the other villains, even if they're not in it for too long, the way that, like the Electrocutioner boss fight, which is like a joke fight, but the way it's built up and executed, I thought was really, really well. Was handled really, really well. Yeah, I just really ended up really, really liking the game. So that's, well, I guess I was gonna say it's the only Arkham game I've only played once. I don't think that's quite true. I guess Arkham City I only really played once, but I kept playing it with all the DLC and stuff. So, but I have Arkham City and Asylum. I've both replayed a few times after the original release. Asylum is actually the one I played the most recently. I played it with a colleague last summer, I think. But that was the first time in a while. There's a lot of stuff I didn't quite remember about that game. But yeah, Arkham City, I think, was like a bigger game and like more everything. But it lost a lot of focus. Fuck's sake. It's a shame WB pulled so many shenanigans. Yeah, there was some iffy stuff there for sure. Yeah, the Catwoman stuff in City was definitely handled very poorly, but at least it's not an issue with any other version of that game after the initial release. But sure, I mean, I'm not gonna defend them or anything. It's definitely was handled pretty badly. Yeah, Arkham Knight's all those single player campaigns, whatever. I mean, for what it's worth, I guess Arkham Knight is probably with the all the extra challenge stuff and whatever there. It's a game where you actually get to play as a bunch of different characters, and to some extent they play differently. But the actual DLC campaign stuff for those characters was pretty bad. Like they were each all these episodes, and they were like 15 minutes long or something. The Batgirl one was like the only substantive thing, and I would happily have traded all the other 9 ones or whatever for one more of that scale. But alas. On that note, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're doing next. I mean, there's been so many rumors, even before Arkham Knight. Like, it was rumored that the follow-up to Arkham City was going to be like a Silver Age comic Batman. There were rumors about a Justice League thing. There were rumors of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I don't think was based on any true fact, but obviously they have a good working relationship with WB. But and I would say presumably they kind of get to do what they want. So, and I mean, obviously they've been very vocal, and you could tell from finishing the game that Arkham Knight, like, that's the end of that story. But I'm curious if they're gonna be stuck, quote unquote, doing Batman games for the rest of their lives, or if they're gonna do some other DC thing or some other WB property. I'd be really surprised if it's something like completely original. That'd be cool, I guess, but I also kind of would want to see them, given the quality of the Arkham games, it'd be fun to see. Right. No. There we go. I'm going to use a password. Not necessarily applying that formula, but applying that experience and know-how on something else. I mean, I would be totally up for some sort of open world-esque Wonder Woman game, or I don't know, if they could do it well, Flash or Superman or something. I'm not super into DC stuff, but I don't know. Or again, maybe some sort of Justice League thing, but I will I will reiterate. Okay, let me just double check here, by the way. So this, I think, Batcycle, Batman, Batgirl should be the stage we were just on, but I just want to double check. Level 6. Yes. Wait, hang on. This is level 6. Level 7. Batcycle, Batgirl, Batman. Is this the greenhouse? No, okay, that was just the same. Okay, that was the same level, I guess. So I guess we miss exactly what happens at the end of that fight. I would have liked to see it, but I also don't want to redo that boss fight fucking all day. Oh well. I guess this is the Two-Face stage. Anyway, yeah, I will reiterate and what I've said a number of times before in different circumstances, that I really want to see more Mortal Kombat action game spin-offs. And again, I would hope, of course, that it would be handled in a different, appropriate but different way. I'm not saying I would want Batman Combat necessarily, but some sort of third-person action game set in the Mortal Kombat world developed by Rocksteady, I think could be pretty cool. I mean, they're under the W umbrella. don't get me wrong, I don't think that's what they're doing. I don't think that's likely. I think Rocksteady obviously has a good working relationship with WB. I would imagine that if any studio has a better relationship, it would probably be NetherRealm. And as such, I imagine that they also pretty much get to dictate their own terms. 2 + 2 = 4 eyes? I don't know. Sorry, what? I mean, NetherRealm has been part of WB for as long as they've existed. Technically, I guess I'm not sure. I was gonna say, yeah, technically I'm not sure what Rocksteady's relationship is, but I would have assumed they were already, if not owned, at least essentially owned by them already. I mean, I would not have imagined Rocksteady developing games for any other publisher. But anyway, the reason I bring up Rocksteady's good relationship, or NetherRealm, is because 5 lives, that's... Well, we use passwords anyway. Is that they would probably get a say in who develops what. Okay, there's probably something on the top right, but whatever. Like, I don't think... Let's say, whoops. That's a pretty cool Two-Face. Ouch. Shit is pretty difficult though. Like, I get hit before he draws the gun. Whoa, what the hell? Did he shoot me behind his own back? Maybe that was the helicopter. And, like, no, hurt box. Oh! I like. Whoops! I actually didn't save. Fuck me. Oh yeah, I didn't save because I didn't have the window highlighted. I'm not gonna skip the Two-Face fight that immediately. I probably will end up skipping it, mind you. But let's see if we can figure it out first. Yeah, the music, I don't know what's going on with the music in this game. But yeah, I don't think people at NetherRealm like have a Monday meeting and someone from WB is like, oh, by the way, we assigned this other studio to make a new Mortal Kombat game. Even though it would probably be within their rights to do something like that. But I mean, Shaolin Monks, which was pretty much commonly... I mean, yeah, I was going to say commonly accepted as one of the best Mortal Kombat games. Certainly the best of all their spin-offs. That was not developed internally by the MK team. So there's some precedent. But yeah, I'm not doing business analysis to figure out what I think will happen. I'm just talking about what I think would be cool. And Like, I think there's a hypothetical case for it, but I strongly doubt that's actually what's happening. But this is just wishful thinking because it would be so cool with a new Mortal Kombat action game. Like, I think there's so much you could do. There's so much fun lore, world building, and characters. And there are, like... Oh, that's not a... Okay. I thought that was a thing you could climb. I guess not. There's... It could be so many different things aside from just, like a brawler or a martial arts-based game. Oh, for fuck's sake. No, they have not announced anything after Arkham Knight, which is kind of what brought on the conversation. Oh, dude, you hit him. You can interrupt him. Yeah, and speaking of NetherRealm, of course, they didn't announce anything new at E3 either. Breaking their pattern of the last 7 years or so, where they've every other year had either a new game announcement or a new game release. Oh. So I'm very excited because, I mean, it's pretty much known that Mortal Kombat 11 is in development. There have been leaks, which obviously have not yet been really substantiated, but coming from people who have credibility for reporting early on stuff related to previous Mortal Kombat games, I don't doubt the validity of those leaks, but obviously you don't really know. And as always with those kind of things, even the stuff, if stuff leaks that is true at one point in time, there's no guarantee that those things remain true years later. I mean, things change. But if let's say, if it turns out that their next game is not MK11, if the leaks are like that wrong, I would be very surprised. I guess count the coin tosses. Okay. Sake. How the fuck do you avoid it? Okay, you crouch. Get roll, so you have to go to full stop, then crouch. But he... No, that's... You still get hit. Can't hit him. I can only hit him when he's about to shoot. Three. Get hit. Fuck. 2, 3. I guess the jump kick hitbox just so oh, sorry. Let's try that again. I guess the jump kick hitbox is bad, or like 1, 2, 3. Still got hit. You can't stand. There's like a super small window of time where you can hit him. But if you're just standing there during that window, you take damage instead. Let's try it. Ooh, right. Forgot about that move. Nope. Nope. Oh. So, anyway. I'm curious if, like, with MK, if it's still scheduled for, if they're still following like the same release pattern, just a different marketing cycle. Try to crouch. Because the marketing sort of cycle for Injustice 2 was a little off, because they announced the game at E3, then at like Gamescom or Comic-Con or something in the summer, they showed a few more characters. And then between like September and February, there was like nothing. No trailers, no announcements, nothing. So what I would hope to be the case is that they're still targeting a spring 2019 release. But they'll announce the game at like PSX or something, so that there's only like a few months between announce and release. I think that's always pretty cool. Ah. Maybe at EVO, it's a possibility. I would be surprised. Well, I mean, the thing is, EVO has definitely become a bigger and bigger stage for announcements. But I feel like it's a great place to announce a Tekken character. It's a great place to announce the newest version of Guilty Gear or whatever. But I think like a brand new Mortal Kombat is such a huge deal, and it's such a big deal for a completely different and much bigger audience than EVO attendees / viewers. Like, let me put it like this: like it's a big enough thing that you don't need E3 for it. Like they could have their own whatever. Like here's our new Mortal Kombat game. And if you look at NetherRealm specifically, their previous E3 announcements have typically been like, "Hey, we're gonna show a new character." If Sony is doing a big thing at Paris Games Week like they did last year, sorry, I would expect it to show up there before EVO. Well, I'm not literally before, but I mean, I would consider that more likely than EVO. Still I'm at the tail end of that. Well, so far the bosses have been fairly straightforward. Like, if he hits you, you also forfeit your chance of hitting him during that same loop. But, so, yeah. So, option one, as I see it, is that it's a different marketing strategy. And the game will still release as usual. The other option is the release schedule is different. And it will not come out next spring. Fuck. Or maybe, and like that has its own implications. Like, you know, that means I guess they would have a longer development time than usual. And if so, is there anything you could extrapolate or, you know, speculate, of course, when it comes to the scope of the game? Like, will it, you know, will it be bigger? Will there be more features? Jesus Christ. Than the previous games or whatever. It's interesting. It's exciting. Like, MK11 was hands down one of the games I was looking forward to the most at E3, and when it didn't show up, I was like, huh. Well, I wonder, like, what to make of things. And again, even though it's not announced, hello there. It's a game I'm excited about, and I guess he's the clerk at Arkham. Gotham is saved. Okay. It's excited to not know what's coming up. Wait, what the? Credits. According to the pages where I'm. What the fuck? Okay, this was level 7, and there's level 8, 9, and last stage. We haven't beaten the game. I think I accidentally skipped several stages. Okay, I'm seeing here that Batcycle, Batgirl, Batman is listed as the password for both level 7 and for last stage. So there's probably a typo here. I skipped. I used the password for level 6, and that took me to the Bat Jet Wing whatever flying segment that I already played. And the section after that would have been the Poison Ivy stage. What was the bike stage? Dude, I'm so fucking confused. I think these passwords are just a bit wrong. I can't skip this, so I guess we'll watch the credits. I'm really confused. I think these passwords are just totally wrong. Because there was no cutscene. Speed up. How do we do that? It's like, yeah, I might reset. Wait, actually, I can just do this, I guess. Okay, I don't see any. I'm playing in Mednafen. Might be a fast forward thing somewhere or a frame skip or something. There are more commands than are listed there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is confusing. We should let the timer, even if we were done, there's more time. I mean, wow, I can't talk. I was playing the game without the timer running. Don't think Mednafen has fast forward yet. So it's weird. Like the intro is also completely quiet, the main menu, and even the credits. I mean, I guess they didn't want to repeat one of the 2 songs that they used in the game. Yeah, I think the like this distinction between levels is a bit like what seems like part of a level is different levels. I'm not sure. I mean, according to this list of passwords here, there's 10 stages. And we played 6 or 7 of them by that count. Let's just see where each of the passwords takes us. What happened was I gave up on trying to beat Ivy, so I wanted to use the password to whatever came after. And level 6 was Batman flying, and I didn't remember if it was directly before or whatever, but obviously it was before Ivy, because we'd never beat Ivy. And level 7 that I tried took us to the Two-Face stage. So let's see, Batcycle, Batman, Batgirl is level 6, quote unquote. Ivy is 4-2. Yeah, okay, so your level numbers do not match up with the passwords I have. Ugh. Live somehow? We fly here. Then we do this, right? I guess you want to be close, you can shoot faster. Oh. That first shot did not come from Batman. Try this again. We defeat her. Then the bike stage. And we can't. Okay. Pretty quick. Alright, right. Got the one thing. Idiot. We're almost there. So according to the guide, I used the password for level 6 and then progressed like 2 or 3 stages. This is the Ivy stage. So let's try the password for what this calls level 8 then. Batgirl, Batcycle, Batman, Batmobile. This is like stage 2. Alright. Let's try Level 9? Batgirl, Batgirl, Batmobile, Batcycle. Okay, well, obviously this is right after Ivy. Batgirl not looking super well drawn there. She's got a weird miniature arm thing going on there. I should make xenon gas for lasers. The gas is at the docks. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these passwords. Alright, well, let's play this level. That seems unlikely. I think it's more likely that it's just a weird typo or mistake. I mean, it's not unheard of, but I doubt it. Yeah, we're doing... Fuck, I don't know, Riddler percent. Nice little one-up. Ah. Not a terrible game, but it feels like with a little better stage layout, more atmospheric music and whatnot, better hit detection, could have been a lot cooler. Like, the art is top-notch, for sure. Venom's plan, yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess... Wait, what's this? Camera, please. I was gonna say, I probably can't climb up on moving platforms. But, okay, never mind. I thought I was gonna bump my head on the ceiling there. Like so. Whoa, that was close. Should be able to grab onto that thing. Or just push on ahead, I guess. I don't know if those red things are a thing, but... That certainly looks like a wall jump thing, but I don't think that's a thing in this game, so... Or is this the way you fall, you go back if you fall down? There's a one up here. Can't really get anywhere from here, can I? I can't grab... No. Probably have to go back further. No? Oh, okay. I think this is just back to the beginning. I figured I was... I had a bit of confidence there after having beaten Two-Face, figuring like, oh yeah, okay, so... If that was the last boss, then... Okay, we might have some game left to play, but it should be easy. But now I'm... Like, we got this kind of maze-like level where you can fall down. Fuck it, let's... Okay, never mind. Let's not fuck it. I figured I could just soak the damage and go through, but no such luck. That would be the same vat that I couldn't skip. Okay, save. So I'm not supposed to drop right here, but I have to drop down here, right? No, I see. Okay, so I'm supposed to actually make this jump. This looks fucking impossible, but... The vertical jump makes it, but not the forward jump. Get it? That's... highly logical. Okay. No! I press it down, but I have to wait. There's a long delay before it, like, accepts input. See, I knew there would be some shit like that. Oh, that wasn't very smart. I'm gonna just... I'm a little fed up with this game, so I'll cheat the hell out of this. I mean, I've long forfeited the opportunity to say I've beaten this legit anyway, so... Well, I don't have to load there, maybe. These jumps are a little blinder than I would like. Let's say here. Like the MVP, this guy. So like dive over here? Nope, that does not work. And that does not work. Can I just jump? Nope, that does not work. Run? That seems unlikely. Maybe like pixel perfect. Still doesn't work. Holy shit, this game. Whoops. I don't need that at all, but it just feels better. More jumping platforms. There better be something cool at the end of this for this to be worth it. Ooh. Oh, that was very avoidable, I'm sure. Not gonna risk my life to grab that ball thing that I don't even know what it is. Oh, fuck me, I have to jump over to that platform. Okay, well it traveled a little further than I thought it did, so... Oh. Yeah, like the perspectives on these edges and stuff doesn't quite add up. Like a pixel perfect jump from a moving platform at its very end of its arc, like... Oh, are you for real? Alright, this looks like something. Yeah, here we go. Whew. First try, ever try. I don't know, this game definitely had some cool, showy tech demo levels and great art in general, but too many annoying jumps and inconsistent, like, I think the boss fights weren't even badly designed, it's just they become a little too frustrating when inconsistent hitboxes and unclear animations and like just a lack of space to move makes them unpredictable in a way that doesn't feel like it was intended. But I remember, I think I tried this game very briefly when I was just getting hold of all the games to play and everything. I just had to make sure the game worked and whatnot. And I remember thinking that it seemed super duper hard and weird, and I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be a chore to play. And it's like core gameplay, it's not really like that the way I feared it would be. So I mean, there's something. Okay. Safe stating anyway, so. Okay, let's try that again. What the fuck? That's weird. Prince of Persia on Game Boy. I'm curious how that version plays. Like, we've seen worse. Yeah, that's true. Wow, this looks weird. Glitchy. I don't know, I like trying to see the positive and finding stuff to like about it at least. But I have to come to terms with it's not a good game just because the art is good. But anyway, yeah, Prince of Persia is one of those games. I love that game. It's like one of my favorite games, the original Prince of Persia. And nice. Oh shit! Is this Bane? Or just some big dude? I don't know. He looked cool. Try to jump to avoid, but didn't quite work out. He looks cool. He's got cool animations. Oh boy, he got him wombo combo. Burn! Oh, that didn't actually damage me. Oh, that did. Fuck. I guess I can't really punish him. Oh, I got him. Yeah, the animation is super cool. Level complete. We might never know. No, okay, it's Bane. You're too late, Batman. Two-Face already has all he needs. Ha ha ha. Whatever. Two-Face, I knew it. It all fits. Where's he now, Bane? At the Battle Train Yard. Never catch him in time. Also, Bane totally talks like Strong Bat. I feel like I was in the middle of a different conversation. Oh yeah, Prince of Persia. It's a great game, but it's one of those games that, like, it's simple enough. I mean, the original was on Apple II, but it's not like an NES or a Game Boy or anything. Right. Shouldn't be able to handle that game, assuming it's, like, done well and developed for the system in question. But I know there are some really bad ports of that game. I was watching Revenged play the Master System version. That was not good. It's got some like weird physics. Like it's that game is the physics. Hey Diesel. Yeah, I don't dislike this music. Just we've heard it quite a lot at this point. Wow, I still got shot. And yeah, it's kind of weird music. So I'm curious how Prince of Persia is on the Game Boy. Again, like, it's not like you could say, oh wow, you know, it's wow, there's no way it can be good. Like Street Fighter 2 on Game Boy, you can kind of go, you know, pretty sure there's no way that can be good. which I guess in some way gives it its own novelty value, but Prince of Persia could be, but depending on who developed it, like, I don't know, I still have a gut feeling that it's probably not going to be very good. Doom on GBA. Because, yeah, like the Master System version, I was surprised to see how bad it was because, like, it's still Prince of Persia, but the physics are just slightly off. Okay, I'm guessing that color palette's not quite right. And, I mean, Prince of Persia is its physics. Like, when jumps don't behave the way jumps should, when you don't quite travel the right number of tiles when you do a certain type of jump, like, that's a problem. The clues were easy, Harvey. I just had to defeat every other fucking villain in the city before Bane straight out told me it was you, and at that point, I was like, it's obvious. Ugh. Binary chips, two-stem plant. That is pretty clever, actually. Gemini Labs. It all points right to you. That's a pretty cool little clue. I'll admit I didn't pick up on it. True, but these clues were only there to slow you down, Batman. Or we built a little surprise with the stolen loot. A dual beam laser cannon. After we test it on you, we'll put it in the museum. Blah, 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 blah. Such cool artwork. Okay. I was like, that helicopter didn't look like it had a laser beam. So this is probably a different fight. Am I supposed to, like, grapple hook this thing or some shit? Hope not, because that takes, like, 12 years. Am I supposed to punch those balls? Can I stand on them? Nope. It's doing something. I'm trying to crouch, it didn't work. Watch this. Okay, you can skip it at least. I think I actually already saved state 1 here. It doesn't matter. Nope, I didn't mean... Well, that weirdly worked. Yeah, save state 2, that's... But the hitboxes are... complete mystery. Probably supposed to get a few more hits in there. Oh, boy. So I have to wait for like a 3-minute loop to do like 1 or 2 hits? Is that it? Okay, can do a few more hits, I guess. But even so... At least you've got pretty spacious room to work with. Unlike the Ivy fight. Dude, they're not even coming out of, like... The projectiles come out way behind where the cannon actually is. See? That's fucked up. But not when it's going left. Fuck. You're putting a little life bar is not enough for how, like, casually the game treats, like, oh, positioning and collision. Ah, it's whatever. Like, I don't have those kinds of margins. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm not gonna have the patience to finish this fight. We'll see. Oh, never mind. I did. Level complete. Batcycle, Batgirl, Batgirl, Batman. Yep, that's... Here we are. Okay. So now, now we've done the game. That's a little awkward, but... Oh, whatever. I'll let the timer sit for a few seconds since we actually... Well, for reasons. Well, thanks for the GG. I mean, this was definitely cool. The art was, I would say, in the top 3, probably, with no specific games in mind for the other part of the top 3, but like, great art, really nothing to complain about there. Some really cool levels. The bosses were all cool. Some were a little tedious, unfortunately. But like, dude, the fucking Joker juggling dance animation, that was sick. The first Mr. Freeze was a bit iffy, and he walking away on his weird head in a jar on a pair of spider legs, whatever. But overall, like, I think this has to be up there in terms of like representation of the villains. They all look really cool and have these pretty cool fights associated with them. So, like, in terms of personality and style, in some pretty like key ways, I do feel like this game is far above average. But it's just the technical execution. Like, with the same design document, basically, this could have been a really good game, I feel. If the controls were a little better, if there weren't so many awkward jumps, and... well, whatever. Shit like that. This could have really been something. I need to take a urgent bathroom break. I'll be back in like a minute, and we'll do some housekeeping and maybe take a little sneak preview at the next game. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Turns down a little bit. They made Prince of Persia Lego. Was that not in relation to the movie? I want to say it probably was. It seems like something they would do. GBC version of Prince of Persia. Well, Prince of Persia is a popular game. There would obviously have been a GB port of, you know, at the time, so to speak, early 90s. But whether there was a second GBC version, I could see it. Timing is a little funky. Like, if for GBA, like, Sands of Time came out in 2002, so it makes sense that there would be a GBA tie-in to that. And there was actually a Sands of Time on Game Boy Advance. And there were a few, I think, portable. I want to say there was one on DS as well. But Game Boy Color, like, would be 98, 99. There would have been... I guess that would roughly be around the time of Prince of Persia 3D. But I don't know. But Game Boy Color library is weird. Like, they re-released some early, like, Super Mario Brothers 1, and in the color version. I think there was like a color version of Tetris as well. So you could see them. Well, obviously not Nintendo, but someone just, you know, a classic game released in color for Game Boy. It's not inconceivable. First I've heard of it, but certainly not inconceivable. Anyway, that's enough of Prince of Persia. Let's get our good old spreadsheet up here. And yeah, let's bring back these jams. Interact, yeah. Alright, where are we at? Let's see, okay. New Batman Adventures, Chaos in Gotham, aka Batman Chaos in Gotham, aka Gotham Chaos in Gotham. For the Game Boy Color has been beaten. I think we can call it save state abuse pretty fairly. Certainly for the bosses. In 2:26:51. Let's unbold this, and I guess that makes it a yellow. My ever unclear rule set here for how we determine whether games are beaten, but let's call it yellow. Yeah, we did a reverse boss order. We'll put it like that. That's fine. And next up is Batman Gotham City Racer. Developed by Sinister Games, who have no idea who they are. Maybe, hopefully, they're a company with, like, driving games bona fides, which I wouldn't know about. It's a genre that I never was any good at, nor had much interest in. So I wouldn't know, really. But, I tried this very briefly before just to make sure that I had the game, that it was running and everything. And my first impression of it was that it was not easy. So we'll see how this goes. I've been going for 5 hours, so I don't know how long I want to keep going. It's 8:10, and I might want to get to the store, the grocery store, before they close at 9. So I will be cutting the stream shortly regardless. So I think instead of properly getting started on the game, we'll just take a look at it. So we'll see. Well, the thing is, it's not really a racing game as such. I mean, yes, you drive, but, well, you'll see what I mean when we play it. Basically, it's actually structured similar to the Mega CD animated series game, where except instead of being an original episode, the levels are actually taken from episodes of the show. I guess we'll hop on over to this page here and see some info about it. Let's set this up. So here we have it. Here's the information on Batman Gotham City Racer. You're thinking of Spy Hunter. No, I mean, it's not that it's... how should I put it? Impure driving. It's driving, but it's not racing the way you might normally think of it as a race, where you compete, you do 5 laps and you want to hit the goal first. It's like missions in a GTA game or something. You drive and you have to get to a destination, and maybe there's other things you have to do on the way. But it's like it's a driving game, but not exactly a racing game. If the distinction makes sense. Let me... Yeah, we'll take a quick look. As soon as I update the rest of this stuff. So just give me a sec.